Manufacturers of custom luxury products like jewelry and leather goods struggle to scale their businesses when almost every order is custom made for the customer who wants to select their own product options and see what the product looks like before they make their final purchase. Hello, I'm Michael Neese. I'm an executive with Digital Tails USA and BOMO. Our companies build web-based bespoke solutions that integrate 3D technologies and artificial intelligence to help manufacturers of custom luxury products build customer trust and deliver luxury purchasing experiences throughout the ordering process. Today, Stefan and I will take a closer look on how Digital Tails Group builds online solutions for makers of custom luxury products. Stefan Vaskevich is the co-founder and chief AI officer at Digital Tails. Today, we're focused on how three-dimensional technologies and CPQ technologies help the custom watch strap manufacturer, called the Strap Tailor, delight their customers and scale their business where every order was custom designed by the customer and then handmade by a network of leather craftsmen. The Strap Tailor needed a solution that made it engaging for their customers to design their own watch straps in 3D from over 1 million possible combinations of options. The CEO also needed to eliminate 400 daily emails from customers asking to see what their unique strap design is going to look like, what the price will be, and how it'll look on their wrist before they make their final purchase. Hello, Stefan. Great to be with you again. Tell us a little bit more about your work with luxury good manufacturers like the Strap Tailor.
Hello, Michael. First of all, thanks for having me today. As we already talked, bespoke products is a sort of a nightmare if you manage them in the wrong way, right? So it can be a lot of options that you offer, and that basically makes you to explain more, or like you hire more staff to take care about all these options, that they are ordered in the right way, that people actually acknowledge like what exactly they're ordering, right? So managing expectation becomes a really big deal. And here's where we actually starting to help with so-called CPQ, or we also call it like 3D CPQ, also known as 3D configurators. Right, we basically help to organize all these bespoke products, bespoke configurations into a system that we called configure price quote, right? And that is basically a system that collects all the knowledge about your product, splits into the options, and saves you a ton of time. That's just crazy how scalable each bespoke product might become with the right approach. So the Strap Tailor is basically one of the most successful example where the benefits was obvious right away from the launch. So we launched it we launched it around 6 months ago, and in the first months, David already reported us like that they see the results are insane. So basically, they're saving time in first place. The second, the awareness of the clients about the end product is amazing. I mean, basically, yes, they stop asking questions since they basically can take a look on them on the website. They each color represented almost 100% correct. Each option, each modification, all that together answers all the question, and then you don't need to hire more people to explain all of that.
Yeah. When I heard all the buzz about how successful the Strap Tailor launch was going, I ordered my own, which I still wear today. And when I spoke, I was happened to be in London, and I had coffee with David Richards, the CEO. I had no appreciation for how many different combinations there were. Like, okay, you have different leathers, you have the different stitching, different side colors, different buckles, but the amount of options that they have turns into a possible 1 million combinations. and it's a product that he's really passionate about. He learned leather fabrication from his grandfather a couple of generations ago. So it's turned into quite an employer of keeps craftsmen in Great Britain, focused on just what they love to do while the orders just keep coming in. So I'm curious, what did your team have to go through to learn about the products and encapsulate that into a beautiful 3D user interface?
That's a good question. And this is basically our first stage, and we call it like a research stage, where we basically have to dive into all the details of the business together with the clients, come up with the elegant solution that will not only give all the options, but make a structure of them, a system. And that might be the longest part from all. The development is not that complicated for us since we're doing that for almost a decade. But to understand the needs and to come up with the right solution, which again, like the research, analytics, UX, all together, these stages are most important because we're learning all the details about a business and addressing it with the elegant solutions such as 3D CPQ, right? That's quite a big process, but we master it over a lot of years. And yeah, I mean, the cases speak by themselves.
Yeah. Now, from when you are working with clients in this sector, manufacturer of luxury products, there's oftentimes the customer is looking for not just the front visual end, but some back end integration with what they might have, like a ERP system to connect to their factory. Can you talk a little bit about the needs for that data sharing from the front end to the back end?
Absolutely. The system by itself is not that valuable if it's a system alone, right? The CPQ alone. But it always meant to be integrated into the business processes. And business process usually, again, they can be ERP, can be CRM, can be even manufacturing expert, right? So we have even cases that we expert like in blueprints with BOM, right? So with bill of materials. Yeah. And that makes completely different sense, right? So the configurator is not an abstract entity living in their own world. No, it is all connected. Let's say we parse pricing from e-commerce system, and then we create order and put it into the ERP. That's the flow, right? And the system is aware about all price changes or about available materials and how it is expected to be sent to the manufacturer. So all that together make it beautiful and scalable for the business.
Yeah. The common problem that a lot of manufacturers have is they have multiple systems and they have silos of information, and they use spreadsheets often to do the handoff between systems, and that creates the potential for a lot of order errors. Can you just touch on how using a 3D CPQ solution eliminates or nearly eliminates the frequency of those sales order errors?
Yes, of course. I would say the most obvious is managing expectations, right? When you order from website and you only see images, and some options even presented with just strings, right? You just see that bubble, you press on it, and yeah, you expect it to be red, but you have no idea how exactly this red color look like, or sometimes a color combination that you choose. And it's good that if the photo is presented. But I mean, there are much more details if we're talking about truly bespoke products like this straps.
Mm-hmm.
They might be stitching, for example. And again, like this configurator, if we talk about all possible combinations, millions, and you will
Yeah.
never have all the photos available there.
Mm.
And here we basically see a like 20 to 30 reduction, 20 to 30% reduction in returns or canceled purchase
Mm-hmm.
when after we integrate the configurator or CPQ,
Mm-hmm.
since we actually start to manage expectation in the right way because they know what they're ordering. They can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now today we're talking about small luxury goods, you know, watch straps, jewelry. Is there any, the size matter? Like if I'm a manufacturer of a yacht or a camper or custom furniture, does it matter the use of your technology? Does it have kind of a limit on the size of the product that it can handle?
No, not at all. It's basically anything that you can imagine, anything you can create in 3D or other formats can be packed as CPQ. It's basically a visual representation of all the options that you're selling.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not just a visualization tool. It's extremely practical tool for marketing and sales in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Then it also a nice visual representation and can be a brand and can strengthen your brand image.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, it can be a yacht. It can be, I mean, maybe you do custom villas. We also did a
Custom
project like
villas,
that.
yes. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that has customization
Mm-hmm.
really benefit from that, and we can see examples all across all industries.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't mentioned things like real estate, but that's another use case where this type of technology can be really valuable to a custom configurator of different real estate properties. Well, thanks, Stefan. This has been great. I always learn something when I talk to you. And so if you're watching this video and you want to see a more detailed description of this use case and a half a dozen other, you can go to digital-tales.group and just go on case studies or solutions. You'll see multiple examples where this 3D CPQ technology has been used to solve all types of problems for different industries where Stefan and his team have delivered some solutions that made a real impact on the business. So thanks very much, Stefan.
Appreciate it, Mike.
All right.
See you next
Talk
time.
to you soon. Okay.